Tonight's headlines: no information on special session to extend Bayanihan 2, says Palace. A virus surge in the provinces not due to lack of vaccine supply. Lifting of COVID-19 restrictions this year unlikely. Coronavirus cases in the country at 1,364,239. Department of Health denies Davao Region receive lion's share of Pfizer jab. Southwest monsoon to bring rains over Luzon. FTA opens more overseas prospects, says DTI. And Peso sinks on Fed remarks. Good evening. Today is Monday, June 21, 2021. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel and this is Tribune News on Cue. Here are the stories for this evening. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque has no information on whether or not President Rodrigo Duterte would call a special session of Congress to extend the validity of the Bayanihan 2 COVID-19 Response Fund. This comes after reports that Albay Representative Joey Salceda has called for a special session to extend the validity of the fund, which would expire on June 30. Some 18 billion pesos of the fund has yet to be obligated by the national government. The Bayanihan 2 law, which was passed to meet the country's economic and health requirements amid the COVID-19 pandemic, was given an allocation of 165 billion pesos in 2020. The palace on Monday denied that the rising number of COVID-19 cases in the provinces was due to the lack of COVID-19 vaccine supply. This follows after Iloilo City Mayor Jerry Treñas blamed the supposed unfair vaccine distribution over the surge of COVID-19 cases and claimed that the government, based on the recommendation of the OCTA research group, concentrated distribution in Metro Manila and adjacent provinces. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said that Metro Manila and the provinces of Bulacan, Cavite, Laguna, and Rizal only got 32% of the country's 12 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines. The spokesman also emphasized that it was indisputable that non-compliance to health rules and the emergence of new variants of the coronavirus was causing the spike in COVID-19 cases. Malacanang on Monday said lifting the community quarantine in place in various forms across the country due to the COVID-19 pandemic is unlikely within the year. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque said such decision has to be made by the Interagency Task Force on Emergent Infectious Diseases, the government's policy-making body addressing the pandemic. The Department of Health earlier said the lifting of community quarantine across the country is a long-term goal. Earlier, Cabinet Secretary Carlo Nograles said community quarantine can be lifted once at least 50 million Filipinos have been vaccinated. Tribune News on Cue will be back after these reminders.
Iba ng panahon, ang dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ang bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it to centers, pati sa mga partners may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
Make long distance easy with the Mirage G4.
The Department of Health reported 5,249 confirmed coronavirus disease cases on Monday, to bring the total number of infections in the country to 1,364,239, even as 8 laboratories failed to submit data on time. This brought the active cases to 50,847, and of the total, 91.4% are mild, 4.1% are asymptomatic, 1.9% are severe, 1.32% are moderate, and 1.3% are in critical condition. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 1,284,643 after 7,053 patients recovered from the deadly disease. The death toll now stands at 23,749 following 128 fatalities recorded. Data from the DOH also show that 57% intensive care unit beds are utilized while 46% of isolation beds are in use. In other news, the Health Department refuted allegations of favoritism in the allocation of COVID-19 vaccines following reports that the Davao Region received a substantial number of Pfizer vaccine doses. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere said the national government allocates doses based on need and the prioritization framework. Reports said the home region of President Rodrigo Duterte got 210,600 doses of the Pfizer vaccine that came from the COVAX facility, while other regions in Mindanao received fewer doses. The DOH said that the Bicol, Mimaropa, Soxargen, Caraga, and Bangsamoro regions had no facilities yet that could handle the vaccine's temperature requirements. State Weather Bureau Pagasa on Monday announced that the southwest monsoon will bring cloudy skies with rain showers over Luzon and western Visayas. In its 24-hour forecast, the weather agency said the cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms will prevail over Metro Manila, western Visayas, Mindoro provinces, Palawan, Cavite, and Zambales. Pagasa advised affected residents to prepare for possible flash floods or landslides due to moderate to at times heavy rains. The rest of the country, meanwhile, will experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers due to the southwest monsoon and localized thunderstorms. We'll pause for a short break. Stay with us.
Manong Joe po!
At Ate Maita,
Matapos ang magkasunod na buwang pagbaba, bagyang tumaas ang overall electricity rates ng halos 9 centavos per kilowatt hour ngayong buwan. At paalala lang po, maging energy efficient po tayo.
lalo pag mainit. Dahil mas hirap ang appliances at mas makonsumo. Buti may bright ideas tayo na based sa Meralco Power Lab tests. Engineer Alfred?
Alam niyo ba, ang lumang aircon, mas mataas ang konsumo. Up to 682 pesos ang dagdag kada buwan kumpara sa bago. Mas energy efficient kasi ang technology ng bagong aircons. At kung inverter, pwedeng lampas 1,000 pesos ang savings per month. Piliin din yung may horsepower na sakto sa laki ng kwarto. Kung hindi, halos 1,000 ang extra gastos buwan-buwan.
Sundan ang tips na to. And visit our website para you have the power this summer.
In business, Department of Trade and Industry Secretary Ramon Lopez said the country's free trade agreements or FTA have opened more opportunities overseas for Philippine construction industry. Lopez said through the FTAs, the government has secured liberal arrangements in foreign markets for local construction services. These liberal arrangements in the construction sector include 100% foreign equity participation in construction activities such as general construction work for buildings and civil engineering. The Philippines has free trade deals with ASEAN member states Brunei Darussalam, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam, the European Free Trade Association, Australia, New Zealand, China, Hong Kong, India, Japan, and South Korea. And the Philippine peso retreated against its U.S. counterpart on Monday following recent remarks of a Federal Reserve official. The local currency lost 26.5 centavos to close at 48.695 to a dollar versus Friday's finish of 48.43 to a dollar. Monday's depreciation comes after St. Louis Fed President James Bullard indicated that the central bank has started scaling back its bond buying program and that rates may be raised as early as 2022. Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation Chief Economist Mike also attributed the decline on the movement of global crude oil prices, which hovered around 2.5-year highs. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune Digital Edition and Press Reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarsito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store and search for Katribu. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store and the Araneta City for their continued support. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Every time I'm on the road, I can expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. Now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Hatch something big. The all-new Honda City hatchback with 4 seating modes. Utility mode, long mode, tall mode, refresh mode. The all-new City hatchback. Hatch more life.
Click, click, that's it. Never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap, walang hirap. It's a wrap, just tap the app. Now you can check, view, subscribe, renew. Help and support for you. Out with the Ring apps or the in thing, you know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use, mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now.
Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.